Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today I'm going to take you on an RV tour here of the all-new 2026 Sunseeker 2350 LE Class C motorhome built by Forestriver RV. This thing is built on the E350 chassis by Ford, a 7.3 liter gas motor. This thing has a lot of cool features packed into it. We're going to take a few minutes here, walk you through the inside and outside of this little RV and show you what it's all about. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the brand new 2026 Sunseeker 2350 LE Class C motorhome here by Forestriver RV. As you've seen on the floor plan that was up a few seconds ago, this is kind of a rear bathroom, bedroom setup with your front cab overhang. So let's start back here in the back and then we will work our way back up to the front. So back here in this corner is going to be a pretty comfortable mattress actually. There's storage underneath of some of this from outside. You'll see that when we get back outside. Nice big window on the rear of the RV right there. There is directional reading lights there and some little end tables there as well. Overhead cabinet space. And over on this side, you're going to have more overhead cabinet space. The window down below there does open. There's TV hookups over here, along with the GE thermostat for the air conditioning system and the heat system, the propane and everything, propane furnace. You're going to also have a light switch down below there. And they do kind of like a little pull across curtain for privacy. You got to remember this thing is only 25 feet overall length. So there's only so much you can do in a small unit like this. Electric box with the breakers and fuses down there. You will have a couple full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers pulling out right here. And then you have a pretty decent closet space, cabinet space right here. Roof vent up top. Medicine cabinet area right here. Little sink area, and you have some storage down below right there. Then back in this corner is going to be the bathroom. So back here, starting up top, there's a vent fan, skylight up above, ABS tub surround, pull across vinyl door, so it's basically a step-in shower. And then you have a porcelain foot flush commode. There's a heat duct in there also. And on the back of the door, there's a couple little flip down hook holders to hang something on. Then over here at the foot of the bed is going to be your 10.7 cubic foot 12 volt powered refrigerator. So you have the freezer on top and the refrigerator on bottom. Next to that, you will have down below here a couple drawers, some storage, and your Furrion convection microwave air fryer system down below. So it's a 3-in-1 setup. There's also a couple heat ducts coming out of the cabinetry down there. You do have a 3-burner gas stove top with the flip up and down glass lid, light up knobs. It does have the Furrion hood range light and fan. And then you're going to have a decent amount of cabinet space up above that. Looking up here at the ceiling, there is a large turbo exhaust fan here. And again, that GE air conditioner right there. Undermount sink, high-rise sprayer faucet, the pop-up electric outlet with the wireless charge pad, USB-C and USB-C cable plug-ins as well. Looking over here, you do have a flip-up counter extension to give you a little more counter space. And then down below right there, you are going to have some light switches, awning button, battery disconnect, and the solar charge controller. Now looking at the actual steps down here, you can see this step does flip up, and this one has 2 house batteries underneath of that. You have your fire extinguisher there, a nice grab handle here on the left to help you get in and out. A light switch for some ceiling lights, which also does have the dimmer on it as well. Then you have some storage space above and a little hidden one there, and your TV antenna booster and stuff inside there also. There's even an HDMI thing up there, so you can plug in, like say, a Blu-ray player or something. And on your control panel here, you can kind of see there's a security light here. You are going to have gas and electric switches for the water heater. This is a tanked gas and electric water heater. Water pump. You have your start-stop with the hour meter for your generator. You'll see that when we get outside. And then you have your, like propane levels, battery levels, gray, black tank levels as well, all built in right there. Spin ourselves back around right here. You can see a nice U-shaped dinette. There's actually 4 seat belts in that, plus the 2 captain's chairs. So technically this thing can haul around 6 people. The table would drop down and make into a bed. So you could sleep a couple people here at the dinette. You got the overhead for a couple more people, and then you got your queen bed in the back for a couple more people. There is some storage underneath the dinette. There is a little bit of room back here behind the driver's chair. That big window does open right there. And then you also have more cabinetry up here. Now kind of flipping around here to the front overhang, you can see this one was ordered with a 32-inch 12-volt powered smart TV. This swings around so you can watch it from different positions or whatever. And then this part right over here, you can see that. There's a little bit of storage underneath of there, USB charger ports, and on the other side, electric outlet. But a nice little bed area up over out of the way. Now this part right here actually raises up. So you can get that up out of your way and give yourself a little more headroom here when you're driving around, or, just if you want to sit there or whatever while you are camping. I guess you could do that too. Now just kind of looking down here, let's see what we got going on here. Let's reactivate everything here. But a pretty basic E350 kind of cab area right here. You do have Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay, whatever. That's all there. Nice little radio setup. AC, heat, all that good stuff. There's 12-volt outlet there, USB outlets there. Obviously cup holders here. There's a little glove box down there as well. And there's also a backup camera system on here that plays through the radio. You got power windows and power door locks. There's also some little cubbies on the doors to kind of stash some stuff. Cloth seats. But overall, for a smaller 25-foot camper, this thing has a lot packed into it. All right, I want to run you around the outside of the RV real quick. So we're going to take a few minutes here and check out the outsides, the ups and downs, ins and outs. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, we are now back on the outside of the all-new 2026 Sunseeker 2350 LE Class C motorhome by Forestriver RV. We're going to start here on the door side of the RV and work our way around for you. So first things up, this is a white high-gloss fiberglass exterior, aluminum studded foam block insulated sidewall. You're going to have some vinyl graphics on here. Looking at the cab, this is the E350 chassis. It's basically kind of like a van front end. 7.3 liter gas motor. You can actually see here, I just quick picture of the hood popped up, just kind of get you an idea what it looks like underneath of there. We'll kind of get to a little more of that as we go around. You do have black aluminum running boards down low to help you step in and out of the RV. Now the entry exit way of the RV itself actually comes down pretty nice and low, so you don't need that extra power step or two to get up into the RV. They just kind of build it out into the body of the RV. It is a traditional fiberglass entry door with a window built in. It has the screen door and stuff as you've seen when we were inside. Frosted window. Looking right down below here, you can see there's a little storage compartment area right down here. Your furnace exhaust out right here. There's an electric outlet right here. There's a grab handle next to the door to help you get in and out. You have a traditional porch light, and then you also have the awning kind of Christmas light set up there. Power awning, LED light strip again built in right there, adjustable arms for tilting, manual override in the front arm head. Moving on along right here, you are going to have a black tank flush. You have your 6-gallon gas and electric water heater right here. And then down below here, you're going to have more storage. You can kind of see the tanks and stuff back up in there, nice enclosed heated area. And then you also have an access panel that flips down to get to your water pump for winterization and stuff also there. There's a little strainer screen in there also, so you do want to check that from time to time. In the back door right here, there's going to be a pretty large storage area right here that is fairly tall. Also kind of goes back off to the right area underneath of there, which is basically the area underneath of your bed that you seen when we were inside. Back here on the back, they do kind of a traditional flat back fiberglass wall, rear end here. However, they then cap the top and the bottom with a nice kind of little decorative setup here. You kind of see it down here. That is kind of a fiberglass rear end shell down there. While we're looking down here, there is a Gen Y hitch with the 7-way Bargman wiring plug right here. There's also a gas line hookup. Now, on the 7-way Bargman plug down there, they're basically set up as 7-ways, however, they're 4-way flats. You don't have the wiring for the brake control and stuff. You have to get a brake control aftermarket if you're gonna tow something behind you that requires like electric brakes, like say a cargo trailer or something along those lines. So kind of keep that in mind. You would need to do a brake controller if you're gonna tow a vehicle that requires brakes. Up top there is, again, that kind of little black decorative setup right there with a camera built into the back. So you can kind of see that right there. Now coming on around to this side of the RV over here, your detachable 30 amp power cord. Next to that is your cable satellite inlet right there. There's a security light right over here. And then that little black rectangle right up there is prepping for the Lippert portable stow and go ladder. It's a nice aluminum ladder that telescopes up, hooks on, and then would allow you to climb up and down on and off to your roof to inspect your seams and seals and that type of stuff. And then you collapse it back down, throw it in a compartment, and you don't have to worry about somebody's kids climbing up and down on your ladder when you're not around, falling off and getting hurt. Down here, the other side of the storage compartment area. And then right over here, you're going to have your dump area. Looks like we have a black tank flush right here, city water inlet. The other side, where I said black tank flush on the driver's side, was actually the freshwater tank. I just realized I said that when we were over there. So freshwater tank over there, black tank flush here, city water inlet here, a light here, and then you dump your gray and black handles all right here. Fill up the gas right there. Now, I want to take a second here real quick. Let's hop up and check out the roof of the Sunseeker 2350 LE real quick. All right, I just wanted to hop up here real quick and kind of show you what the roof of the Sunseeker 2350 LE might look like, depending on how you order yours. So just kind of starting in the front, you can see where that very nice fiberglass front cap meets the smooth fiberglass roof. This is a one-piece fiberglass roof, very nice. So no TPOs or vinyl or rubber or any of that type of stuff. Pretty cool that they went to a fiberglass roof. You're gonna have a roof vent right there with a maxi air cover on it that allows you to basically leave that vent open when it's in storage so that air can flow in and out, or on a rainy day, if you're in there and you want to leave it open to let some air flow through, you could do so. There's a 200-watt solar panel over there, GE air conditioner, TV antenna, a couple more roof vents, a skylight, and a plumbing stack vent over there. But as you can see, pretty clean looking roof. But the whole point of really getting up here was to show you there are still a lot of items up here. Even though it's a fiberglass roof, that still means, you know, there's a vent over there, a solar panel over there that have been drilled into the roof, and they have a seal, and you have to get up here from time to time and maintain those seams and seals and everything so that your RV will last you for years to come. All right, let's head on back down. All right, back down here on the ground. Again, just extremely important to keep up with your roof maintenance and stuff on your RV so it'll last you for a long time. Right down here is going to be your built-in propane tank. And then right over here, we have the NPS 4500 generator right here. This does have the start-stop hour meter right here, also inside as well, but a very nice generator. Check that out. Again, E350 chassis. Let's take a quick peek in here just from a driver's side perspective. So your door opens up nicely. You are going to have power windows, power locks. You do have a couple little cubbies here on the side to stick some things. Speakers built into the doors, it looks like. Cloth seats. There is an emergency start button here, which basically connects the house battery to the engine battery in case the engine battery dying. Now, if both batteries are dead, obviously it's not going to work. But if your engine battery were to go dead, you could flip the button for the emergency start there. You got some light controls and stuff here, but a pretty basic setup here. It does have a tilt steering here. All right, now back up to the front here. The front up top here is a very nice fiberglass front cap. No window in it that you got to worry about leaking. That's a huge plus in my opinion. Typically on older Class C motorhomes, you've seen a lot of windows in that front cap, and those were typically the place that leaked the most on an RV like this, and then it would go down into that overhang section and rot it all out. So I'm glad there's no window up there. That's definitely a nice bonus. All right, let's head back inside. I want to actually, nope, there's no slide out to even close up on this, so we're done. All right, so thanks a ton for taking the time to watch this quick tour on the Sunseeker 2350. If you don't mind, please remember to smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe and do your wallet a huge favor and check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation, guys. They're one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. Thanks again.